Good evening and welcome to the 23rd edition and the last edition for 92 of This Week in Racing. I'm your host, George Williams of the Daily Racing Forum, and along with track announcer Darren Dunn, we've got some great highlights from the 1992 season at Assiniboia Downs for you.
That we do. We have some of the gamest horses that raced here, some of the best horses that raced here, some of the strange, unpredictable, the miscues, a little bit of everything in tonight's show.
We've got some controversial calls. We've got some of the best and worst decisions of the year. And we've got the worst rides of the year. You'll love that one.
Okay, let's kick things off. Let's go to the gamest horses. There's a number that are worth mentioning in here. Specifically, we're going to go to I'm Peace and Prepare for War. We want honorable mentions to go, however, to John Keegan's Can I Lead?
And Blazing Command, trained by Harry Cuby. And Exclusive Gold, of course, gets a nod. He also won 6 races, I believe.
And he went right up the ladder to allowance and was very competitive in the sprint championship here at Assiniboia Downs. So let's begin. I'm Peace, trained by Patty Ross, owned by the Jade Stable. What we're going to do is just show you some amazing drives to the wire. This horse won about 6 races in 92 and deserved to win just about every one. And
the thing to look for is look in these horses' eyes when they're coming down the lane. These horses have so much courage, you know, it's indescribable, and you'll love it.
Rat. Around the turn, they get set for the drive to the wire, and Diamond Vibes digs in a knack. From the outside, I'm Peace to match stride, swinging 3 wide. Here comes Delta Nile, and down the stretch they come. The center of the track, I'm Peace to put her head in front. Giving way at the rail, Diamond Vibes the outside, and Delta Nile, they approach the wire. It's I'm Peace now drawing clear, close for place. I'm Peace in front. So at Delta Nile begins to roll, and back to Silk Generation. The half up blazing, 45 and 2 as they turn for home. It's I'm Peace ahead clear. Down to the rail, Diamond Vibes digs in and fights back, splitting horses. Here comes Delta Nile, 3 wide and strong. They approach the 16th pole. It's I'm Peace a neck from the outside. Delta Nile continues to gain with every stride. Approaching the wire, Delta Nile in front. Trailer Spruce Ray. 3/4 time, 1:12 and 4. I'm Peace has led every step of the way. From the center of the track, Tearful Thomas takes her best shot, getting underway once again. Cody's Brat. From the far outside, Fricks Navajo's motivated. They approach the midpoint in the stretch. It's I'm Peace now to 2.5. From the center of the track, Fricks Navajo down to the rail, and Cody's Brat approaching the wire. I'm Peace hanging on. 7 and 1, they approach the top of the stretch. I'm Peace continues to be the one to catch. In between horses, Rumored Debut now launches her bid to the far outside. Bridget's Wonder, and down the stretch they come. It's I'm Peace at the rail now to a length and a quarter. Continuing to pressure from the center, Rumored Debut to the far outside. Bridget's Wonder. They pass the 16th pole. I'm Peace at the rail in a strong bid. Rumored Debut continues to gain with every stride. Rumored Debut getting up. Nile has yet to fire, and down the stretch they come. It's I'm Peace now to put her head in front. Down to the rail, RC Sweetie continues to battle back gamely, 3 3/4 to Tablegate. They approach the 16th pole. I'm Peace from the outside, a relentless effort at the rail from RC Sweetie. They approach the wire. I'm Peace now drawn away. They ask, I'm Peace from the outside. Bridget's Wonder tries to wind it up, and down the stretch they come. I'm Peace now to gain the advantage and act. Digging in at the rail, Sorry I Asked as Bird goes to work back to Bridget's Wonder. They approach the 16th pole. It's I'm Peace now to a neck. To the inside, Sorry I Asked continues to dig in and fight back gamely. Sorry I Asked, I'm Peace, stride for stride, heads apart. I'm Peace in front.
Outstanding training effort by Patty Ross to send I'm Peace to the track fit and ready to go. Really gave the punters their money's worth when she popped out of the gate.
Every time, Patty Ross always had him ready. And now we're going to take a look at Prepare for War. This horse popped up after running 2,500 claimers all year and ran second in the Ivan Dollar the other day with a huge effort. And if you'd bet $20 to win on him all year, you'd probably be rich right now.
Little doubt about that. He paid a lot of money when he did get the job done. A very, very talented Manitoba bred. It'll be interesting to see what he can do next year. Let's take a look at Prepare for War out of the John Enright barn.
2.5 now to Secret Pilot, back to Jovial Advocate in full hour, and down the stretch they come. Campion Brave from the center. In between horses, here comes Prepare for War. Down to the rail in Appalachian Waters. 3 abreast approaching the 16th pole. Prepare for War from the outside. Digging in Appalachian Waters, and Campion really lugs in. Prepare for War in front. Drive to the wire to the inside, continuing to lead it. Prepare for War, a short head. Swinging very wide. Here comes Salt and Sweet with Sean Kennedy, the center of the track. Ruben Ring as Scott Felicia goes to work, and down the stretch they come. Scott Felicia all over Ruben Ring from Canada. Digging in at the rail, Jean-Christophe Monin and Prepare for War. They're stride for stride approaching the wire. Jean-Christophe Monin, Prepare for War. Scott Felicia and Ruben Ring, those two. Prepare for War moves alongside, swinging 3 wide, rambled, and down the stretch they come. Gardner goes to work. French Tan responds to hold the lead gamely ahead. Prepare for War continues to match him, looking for Racing Room Rockwood Road to the outside, rambled. They're 4 abreast, approaching the 16th pole. From the center of the track, Prepare for War. Dead aim from rambled on the outside, down to the rail. French Tan hangs in. Prepare for War in front. Before they round the turn, they get set for the drive to the wire. They turn for home, 3 abreast. Limbo Mission with his best stride forward at the rail digs in ahead. From the outside, Prepare for War has Dead Aim the far outside. A strong late bid from Regal Robber. They approach the 16th pole. It's Prepare for War to a length and a half from the outside. Regal Robber continues to advance. Prepare for War and Regal Robber. Prepare for War in front. On the turn, they get set for the drive to the wire in the feature, and it's Prepare for War now to take control to a length and a half. Down to the rail, Glug continues to race gamely from second to center of the track. Here comes a Roman Master, an 1/8 of a mile to run. A classic matchup. Prepare for War digs in. Roman Master with Dead Aim. They pass the 16th pole. Roman Master, Prepare for War with life at the rail. Prepare for War. Roman Master. Roman Master to take the 1992 Ivan Dollar handicap.
Very, very deserved horses as far as game claimers of the year. Little doubt about that.
That's the kind of horse every owner wants and very few get.
The results are certainly there for those horses indeed. Let's move on now to the highlights of the best horses that have raced here at Assiniboia Downs. Now, there's a lot we could mention. We tried to narrow it down. A tremendous year here at Assiniboia Downs, and some very, very interesting races that we're going to show you. We got a lot of footage here. We're going to talk briefly about them and set things up.
We got to take a look at McFig, who in my mind was the best 3-year-old on the grounds, trained by Roger Hansen for Shalka Valley from California.
Very, very impressive. He ran second in the Derby, coming from well off the pace when it was a day when nothing came from off the pace, and a horse from Alberta stole it wire to wire. Well, let's begin. We got a lot of footage. Let's take a look at it.
I thought we were going to go
Looking strong. Here comes McFig flying on the outside, and down the stretch they come in the feature. It's Wiseacre, the filly, showing the way now a neck. From the center of the track, McFig to match strides. A duel from here to the wire as they pass the 16th pole and sink. Wiseacre at the rail digs in. McFig from Dead Aim on the outside. McFig and Wiseacre. Those two. Elevates from 4th to the outside, Cadency Dancer. 3/4 time, 1:11 and 3, and they turn for home in the feature. Jan Arctic has daylight on the field now to 5. Wide and strong to the outside, Josh's Hero. In between horses, McFig, the local horse with a bit at the rail. They approach the midpoint in the stretch. It's Jan Arctic now to 5. McFig can only chase from second. Josh's Hero from the outside. Jan Arctic to take the 44th running of the Manitoba Budweiser Derby. McFig for second or third. 5.5.
That's Pee-wee. He runs a game third after a 3-month layoff, and watch what he does after that one.
Bob F. is asked to pick it up, and back to Rivalad. A half in 47 and 2. The pace remains sharp as they get set to head into the far turn. Emerging in between horses, SS Pee-wee ahead. Gold Magic now to match him. Dropping back, Regal and counter the filly. Wiseacre kicks it in now from third. 3 lengths back to Classic Debut. Back to Bob F. and Rivalad. Midway through the far turn, the leader now, Gold Magic, a short neck. SS Pee-wee continues to race gamely from second. Wiseacre tries to wind it up in third. 5.5 to Classic Debut, swinging wide. Bob F. and down the stretch they come in the feature. Gold Magic to lead him home, 2.5. From the outside, Wiseacre closes in from second, dropping back at the rail, SS Pee-wee. They approach the midpoint in the stretch. It's Gold Magic to a length and 3/4. Wiseacre continues to close from second, but second best today, Gold Magic to take the 1992 Norway House handicap. Magic drops back in
There
fourth.
you saw SS Pee-wee finish third, and that was after a 3-month layoff. A tremendous conditioning job by Tom Dodds. His next start is about a month later in the Harry Jeffrey handicap, and here it is.
What a game effort down the lane this is for trainer Tom Dodds.
2 off the rail here. He goes right on by and takes it all.
SS Pee-wee dropping back to second. Sam's Commander. A late bid from Rivalad. SS Pee-wee to take the 1992 Harry Jeffrey handicap. 46 and 4.
And here's Miss Royal Gold, the monster out of Burt Blake's barn. She carried a lot of weight this year and produced a lot of big efforts.
Miss Royal Gold, as Darren said, trained by Burt Blake and owned by Bill Mitchell, Saskatchewan. And this is a very good filly. It was right there every time she ran.
Closing all the pleasure, approaching the wire. Osret, Miss Royal Gold, stride for stride. Those two. Time 1:13 and 4 as they turn for home. Miss Royal Gold digs in at the rail to a neck. Wiseacre begins to challenge from the center of the track. 2.5 lengths back to the outside and Chocolate Turn. They approach the 16th pole. Miss Royal Gold nearest the rail digs in to 2.5. Wiseacre, the 3-year-old, in an outstanding effort, comes up second best today. Miss Royal Gold in front. Reed, who gets underway to within 5 of the leaders. Tunes is motivated back to point.
And here we see her taking the Hugh Jackson to finish things off. She won a lot of races, earned a lot of money.
And that should wrap up the Older Mare Crown for Miss Royal Gold.
Very deserved winner.
Approach the midpoint in the stretch. It's Miss Royal Gold now a neck. From the inside, Osret Nocalero battling it out. Approaching the wire. Miss Royal Gold, Nocalero at the rail. Miss Royal Gold in front. turn. They get set for the drive to the wire in the feature.
Here we have Borrego Breeze, an upset winner of the Weed City Stakes, owned by Alex Irwin, trained by Brian Skelton. A big win this day.
Source was a former claimer from Longacres, and he's all guts when he wins these races against our best on the grounds.
Honorable mention to Far Flung on the outside, who had a horrible trip.
Borrego Breeze, stride for stride, heads apart. Those two. Now to Honest Onyx, just off the pace from fourth, down to the rail.
And for those who thought the Weed City might have been a bit of a fluke and maybe it was in over his head, here comes the Sprint Championship.
Right on by. Picture from the extreme outside has Dead Aim, begins to make up ground. Splitting horses, here comes Honest Onyx. They're in the final 16. Borrego Breeze at the rail. From the outside, Picture down to the inside. And Honest Onyx. Borrego Breeze to take the Manitoba Sprint Championship. Breeze 3 3/4 to Malamute, and down the stretch they come.
Here we have it, Northern Debut. How many stake races have you seen this horse win at the local oval over the years?
This horse just keeps coming at him, and this is just a great training job over the years by Tom Dodds to hold him together and keep him sound.
Unbelievable.
Saloon approaching the wire. It's Northern Debut to take the 1992 Jason Niehalter. They hit the top of the lane in the feature, and Northern Debut has it now to 2 3/4. Far Flung from the far outside comes to life, the center of the track. Plenty Chili hangs game. They approach the midpoint in the stretch. It's Northern Debut now to 2 1/4. Shooting up the rail, here comes Madison Native. They approach the wire. Northern Debut down to the rail, and Madison Native second best. Northern Debut to take the 1992 RJ.